Good day everyone, I am Junril Kulalho and our topic for today is about biochemistry. So first, what is biochemistry? According to science, it is the study of chemical processes that occur within living organisms encompassing the structure and function of biomolecules, metabolic pathways, enzyme, genetics, bioenergetics, hormone regulation, and gene expression. This field combines biology, chemistry, and physics to understand the intricate mechanism of life. So from the word bio, it means the study of chemical processes occur with living organism. So living organism ang sabutan ng bio. So in criminology, biochemistry is to investigate the biological basis of criminal behavior, applying biochemical principles to understand the complex interaction between genetics, brain chemistry, and environment. So, it states about how biomolecules can contribute and to understand the biological basis of criminal behavior. So, the application of biochemical principle to understand the biological basis of criminal behavior, including the study of genetic, neurochemical, and hormonal factors that contribute to crime. So in biochemistry, we have two fields in terms of, in criminology, we have two fields in biochemistry, which includes forensic biochemistry and neurocriminology. So first, forensic biochemistry. From the word itself, forensic. So it states about the application of biochemical principles and techniques to aid the investigation and analysis of crime. So it also focuses on the collection and the interpretation of biological evidence. Next is neurocriminology. It is the study of neural basis of criminal behavior. So from the word itself, neuro, it states how individuals think rationally, or how we can handle things rationally and to prevent ourselves to make crimes, exploring the complex relationship between the brain, behavior, and crime. So, biochemistry plays a significant role in various theories of crimes and position, including biological theory. This includes the genetic and neurological factors contribute to criminal behavior. So, according to this, it proposes that criminal behavior is influenced by biological factors such as genetics, brain structures and functions, hormones, and evolutionary factors. Biological factors also contribute criminal behavior. Criminal behavior is linked to biological abnormalities or imbalances. So dire na ito mahitabo itong crime nga tungod sa atong biological abnormalities and imbalances. So biological factors interact with environment factors to shape behavior. Next is neurotransmitter theory. It is the imbalances of serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine influence behavior. So a biological approach proposing that imbalances or abnormalities in neurotransmitters contribute to criminal behavior. Next theory is about hormonal theory. Hormonal imbalances, particularly testosterone linked to aggression. So kadalasan siya ma-apply sa mga kalalakihan nga dili nila ma-control ang ilang kaugalingon tungod kay nitaas ang ilang testosterone. So muna ni kasagaran na nadayo nga ang mang-rape or magkuha na sila nga maghimo na sila mga lascivious crimes. Brain chemistry theory. So it is the abnormalities of brain chemistry contribute to criminal behavior. So kasagaran agi sa kang ang abnormality sa imong brain dili nakakahuna-huna og tarong. You cannot think rationally, so that you think what you're doing is right but it is a crime. Number 5 is biosocial learning theory. It is the contribution of genetic and environmental factors. Number 6 is general strain theory. It is the biochemical and psychological strain leads to chemical behavior. So, stressful events or situation, mao na siya na sa imong kuhan kay ni ang psychological strain leads to chemical behavior or criminal behavior. So kasagaran kaning sa example diri nga stressful events or situations dili nakakahuna-huna og tarong tungod sa imong ka-stress, dili wala nakakabalong ang imong nabuhat, wala dito siya offensive, wala dito siya ba or crime na dito imong nabuhat nga wala lang kakabalo tungod sa imong stress. Number 7 is social learning theory. Biochemical factors influence learning and behavior. So, sabutable na kayo siya. Number 8 is routine activities theory. Biochemical factors influence opportunity and motivation. Number 9 is life course theory. Biochemical factors influence developmental pathways. So, last is the biochemical factors. First is serotonin. So, kung low levels ang imong serotonin, mag-link ni siya to aggression and violence. Dopamine, imbalances linked to addiction and impulsivity. So, kung imbalance ang imong dopamine, kasagaran nimo mahitabo, dali ka ma-addict. Dayon, kaning impulsivity, mo siya. Dayon, next is testosterone. High levels linked to aggression and violence. So, mo ni siya dili sa hormonal theory nga og imbalance ang imong testosterone, ang kasagaran nimo mahitabo mo naka mo na siya kasagaran nga crime nga mahitabo aning hormonal theory. Number 4 is cortisol. Elevated levels linked to stress and anxiety. So, kung ang imong cortisol wala na elevated levels na siya, so kasagaran nimo makuha na ka dali na ka ma-stress, atakihon na kasi mong anxiety, dayon mag-contribute na to siya o crime. And last is neurotransmitter dysfunction. Impaired function contribute to criminal behavior. And that's all. Thank you.